course, if you're talking team fights, good luck Hebo getting past Cthulhu, as you mentioned, right? It's just a stacked compound here for the Leviathans. We'll see how well it works out, how well the Dragons can clap back here in game number 1.
That's right, the Leviathans and the Dragons in their final best of 3 of the season, and standing implications on
the Jade Dragons, as Mifflin highlighted, very telegraphed. That grab from Atlas, pretty easy to say, hey, I'm just going to cleanse. Like, you are not going to get...
Adapting? You okay, buddy? Thankfully, we do have the replay for it immediately out of lane. I mean, this is fresh off the red buff going down. I mean, that's how fast this kill ended up happening in that lane, was on first wave. Not often you get a first blood, but adapting didn't go his first build. He went for his 2 and his 3, and because of that, it's just an easy pick back up.
I think it was probably because of the blink
on the Hebo. Chase down is there. Crushing wave connects. Adapting down under half HP. A couple more shots from Labs would do it, but with Shentoo standing nearby, adapting should just be finalist. Darkness goes with another blink, a dash in, but missed out on a couple of auto attacks that could have potentially sealed the deal. Shentoo charging ult. Adapting gonna pull him right back in. And level 5 now for the King. It's questionable time. Hunter Hebo composition on the Jade Dragons. Leviathans, you've only got one true frontliner, and Shentoo's wishing he had more, because the 3-man collapsing by the Dragons just a bit too effective for
what
the
you're trying to do on that character. Shentoo misses the ultimate, but it looks like Adapting's here to try and help out.
Adapting gets the pull. Typhoon is there. It's just barely enough damage with the jet stream. And Leviathan's on the board, but now on the run. PBM tries to close gap, but doesn't have the pull. So grab wrong, you bring him back in.
That mounted archery as long as possible, but here comes Lasbra. He should be able to hit the crushing wave even with the ultimate.
Does go up into it, and the wave is faster than the horse. And Lasbra strikes his second kill of the game. Around the Cold Fury, and now fight breaking out around mid. Ultimate from Mike has been used. It's on top of Shentoo, who will turn around, charge his own ultimate, and drop Mike with it. Final Judgment clears the board. As PBM falls down, maybe Lasbra in danger because FineOK has rotated over. FineOK hit by the knockup, but adapting there. Killing spree for the Leviathans.
That's a beautiful rotation down. Only Vote is here. He doesn't look like he wants to go for the steal.
He's got a lot of damage. We'll throw it out there, and an ultimate as well. The Jade Dragons Hunter Vote steals it away with a tick from the depth from above. He'll lose his life for this one. But a trade out at the very end. 73 damage off that last shot that ended up connecting. Maybe throwing interest that way. PBM picks up adapting, rooted in place instantly, slowed down, drops the ultimate, and runs as fast as he can, but he can't outrun the Final Judgment. Shentoo on point with the ultimates today.
Kill the Guan Yu, the root from FineOK not going to land, and Mike is throwing Zapman under tower. There's like 3 separate fights happening.
Zapman doesn't have ult though. This should be a kill onto the Hachiman. Aegis away from some of Lasbra's damage, but now adapting has shown up to try and end the party. It does take down Lasbra. Zapman doesn't live through though. PBM shuts him down, but a Typhoon charge up to fire back against Vote. The root is good. Vote gets the shutdown onto adapting, and maybe now a pick on a wrong U running from Nika and Dardes. Dardes does have blink up in just a couple of seconds. Can't close gap. Goes right past the Final Judgment. But he goes on top of Shentoo instead of Wrong U. It's a collapse on the hell. It connects through. Shentoo is gone. Wrong U back under the tower. It's a 3-for-1 trade for Leviathan. By Mike. FineOK now on the way in, but might just be the end of the fight. FineOK blinks over the wall to keep the fight going, but he's rooted in place instantly up into the Descent of Madness, fighting off against the 2 Hunters. Meanwhile, Zapman's getting chased down.
Getting shredded.
One horse better than the other one. FineOK dropped down by Vote, and maybe another one, but Adapting takes out Dardes. Adapting able to stream his way out of here. Wrong U low, so is PBM. But the damage from Lasbra, he hasn't taken much this fight. Wrong U will go down. It's Vote with the double kill. Double knockup by Lasbra. And the Leviathans lose out on
going back and forth. Yeah, they can't make up their minds. It looks like mid tower will eventually go down just by nature of those Hydra's procs, but PBM, it looks like they are going and Adapting's gone.
Rushing away from Lasbra, the flaming blink from PBM as well. FineOK trying to fight back against Lasbra, does get the knockup, but 20 or so minutes into the game, couple deaths onto him, maybe an item or 2 back. Might be easy to deal with, but we're at near 30 minutes in, and Lasbra's swinging. Mike is in the back line, dealing with 3. He'll throw out the ultimate backwards towards FineOK, who's now in the middle of 5. He goes to Descent to the Madness, and his health bar's not going down too fast. In fact, it's Mike and Lasbra who's losing out on this fight. Dardes, though, takes out Adapting, who dove in alongside FineOK, but got left by himself. Dardes chunked down by FineOK in the Madness form, and it could be Nika next, very low in health. are 3 of the Dragons.
That's going to be a free fight for the time being, trading Dardes for adapting, but you're able to grab the Oni Fury after, unless, of course, the blink in. Nika trying to get aggressive. Remember, Zapman doesn't have the beads.
Oh, man, it's a blink and it's a double scorching blink from the Dragons. That just caused so much chaos.
Beautiful
but that
ultimate.
final judgment slams 3 from Shentoo, but it's just not enough damage. The Jade Dragons persevere through the fight. The Jade Dragons really playing this one patiently until Nika pulls the trigger, goes on top of Final K, half HP already on the Cthulhu, forced out, but Mike, he's stuck inside the Phoenix, and now Dardes is forced to dash out. The Leviathans,
Shentoo,
they
had
repel
a
the
lot of
Dragons
damage on this Thoth. It is difficult to try and push into this long-range mage, and Shentoo's doing good damage, but eventually you're going to have to get to Shentoo, and that's the call.
Mike tries to go for the pickup, doesn't get anybody. He's losing a lot of health, though, to Zapman and to Shentoo, but Dardes gets 1. Zapman dropped by Vote, but Shentoo take out LASBRZA. It's a 2-for-2 trade. Make it 3, though, as the Leviathans lose an extra one. During all of this, LASBRZA actually takes one out with him. At the very end of it all, 3 versus 2, Shentoo has an immense amount of back after beads and Aegis were used. Doesn't have much. We'll try and keep this chase going.
Ooh.
Finds the run onto Dardes. Aegis has to be used.
Oh.
Final judgment! Shentoo threads the needle, takes him down, and maybe an extra one onto Nika as Final K groups up. Shentoo keeps the Leviathans alive.
Yep, that you gotta hit those blind evading punishes, and Shentoo lands it, waits out the Aegis, and hits the final judgment. Now the Leviathans
35 for Nika before he comes back up. The Leviathans, they're sending adapting right down mid. PBM goes in with the blink. Shentoo taken out of the fight. It's Mike's ultimate that takes him out. Now LASBRZA able to take one before he goes out. Wrong you low. Final K trying to keep him alive with the heals, with the CC. The knockup is good, and now it's adapting to the party. But Vote up in the sky will delay this time. He's done a lot of damage, but can he return it back? Agement channeled. And Vote lives through. Wrong you only barely alive.
Look at the Titan.
And Mike really wants to go through, but it's 2 waves of minions going through. Leviathans may have just sealed their own fate as the fire minions pour through. Adapting will be able to get the back through,
Mike?
but he has got an insane amount of minions to have to deal with, and Nika might just try and end this one of his own volition. Goes in with the Tallow Assault to try and end this one. They've got to kill not just minions, they got to kill Nika. Nika could stick around,
got the
but
cavalry charge.
He's given up on this one. Wrong you and adapting. They keep the Titan alive.
Wow, Nika decides not to go for the ultimate. Looks like he wants to group up with his team. He feels a lot stronger as a squad, and I think 4v3. Shentoo's coming up in 8 and Zapman in 10 seconds. They're charging through. They're going for the end.
You gotta go now. Titans at 10%. The Dragons go right through into the back line. Shentoo is up, but only to watch as the Titan falls down. The Jade Dragons,
they won with Guan Yu for the Dragons this phase,
good for
so that's
them.
actually pretty impressive. We'll see if they can keep up a streak like that as we jump into Game 2 between the Dragons and the Leviathans.
Yeah, that's right. Game number 2, and the Jade Dragons apparently maybe trying to go with something a
LASBRZA had
bit
to be
spicy
like
here.
a foot away, so close to finding that Trickster Spear, being able to get aggressive. Nika uses the driving strike this time, and unfortunately is going to get doped by the cavalry charge. Does Final K die? No. Does Nika even die? Yes, adapting. Forced to bead is a little bit worried about diving that tower, but knows exactly where LASBRZA is, and it seems like Wrong You trying to create some openings. I don't love this fight for the Leviathans because here comes LASBRZA.
Cleanse is there from Mike, but he doesn't have enough cleanses. A knockup from the Typhoon.
Oh, but Fido's
Adapting
here.
takes down 1. LASBRZA now locked down on the wrong side of the map. It's the Leviathans who pick up 2. Could be 3. Dardes on the run. A teleport in from Wrong You. And Final K, but now with that one. Sometimes you just got to throw it out there. For now, well, maybe not needed. Pyromancer for the Leviathans. Wrong You stole it with ultimate? Are you kidding me? Now it's Mike who's going to go down. What is happening in this game, Charlie? Leviathans up from adapting. Shentoo, though, on the way. Pyromancer to the Dragons, but what about the fight after? Nika locked in place. Silent, so he can't even walk through. Ult from Shentoo. Now drop through, but how much damage is he doing? Well, quite a bit to PBM. Even that's only with 2 damage items. Final K, credit for the kill there. Wrong You up in the sky, cuts off the path of Vote in Wrong You as Zapman rains hell from above on top of the Dragon. Shentoo with his first kill of the game, but part of now 4 of the 6. The Leviathans can try and pull the minion wave in for a Phoenix dive through. 3 into the Leviathans, but the Dragons have all backed in. LASBRZA goes in. But he's forcible to Palau instantly. Pulls in 2, but now it is Zapman in the sky. Not enough damage to take out Laz, but plenty for Vote. The Leviathans, they take out 1, a left side Phoenix, and a retreat call now as Fire Giants still on their ways for another minute.
30 gold next time he wants to buy a ward. Doesn't seem like there's too much potential. And it looks like Shentoo wants to go for a solo kill, but here comes Horth. And actually, you're bringing the whole squad, Mike. I don't think you're making it out of this one.
Ooh, vote. No shot he gets out of there. Zapman takes down one. It's a kill on the right side of the map for the rest of the Leviathans. Dardes on the run with the Hachiman. Jade Dragon just cannot buy a fight. Wants a 300. Dissuade you from that. Wrong U goes in with adapting. It's a pull in by adapting. A push by Nika. Beads now away from adapting. Lasbra goes in. This is the chance that Lasbra needs, but he gets shut down by Shentoo. 1-for-1 trade. It's a big one for the Jade Dragons, but
left side
all
Phoenix
the same
drops.
From the Leviathans are keeping them here. Vote tries to pull himself away. Fine, okay, now he can rejoin the fight. Forces Mike even further back. And it's fine, okay, still under the Phoenix. Mid-burn. Not enough defense by the Jade Dragons. That one goes down. Zapman to the sky, but Lasbra on the pal out. Can he pull anybody in this time? It might just be Wrong U only. As Fine OK melting through the backline with Shentoo, 2 removed from the map. It is a double for the mid laner. Nika goes down. It's a double for Fine OK, and Dardes has to sit under the fountain as the Leviathans tie up the set.
What a beautiful horse there.
Also might help shake some mentals up, right? If you're the Warriors, I don't think you're shook by the tweet that Zap made. In fact, I think
Jade Dragons looking
Panitom
for their 3rd set win. They can find a game here. Game number 1 was...
I'm assuming it's going to be double blink right here at level 2. I want to be watching that aggression, but it looks like even more aggression towards Zapman as well.
Zapman for first blood. It doesn't matter what the blink is, and then it's another one in mid.
Yep.
The blink again, it's catching the Leviathans off guard every single time. The Jade Dragons.
Pele's level 5, has blink available. And it looks like Vote's going to go in on the Zapman, pull the beads, and there's the Pyro Lightning. And it looks like one more shot will do it, but the stun!
Stun from Wrong U is
no
there.
Shot.
Stun from Mike, just a little too shy. Down gets access to ultimate. Now Wrong U's caught on the wrong side of the wave. Vote's got to get a couple more Indians to do it, and they will get the job done. But now Adapting shows up, gets the slice dice, but it's there by Lasbra to bail out for Mike. The passive is something we haven't really got to see mostly utilized after. And Adapting, he'll barely be able to get through ultimate off the mark there, but
he's drinking shadows.
the stout,
Look
he's
at him
moving. He's so fast. Here in game number 3, even Dardes is playing up, but Dardes might be punished for this. Oh, never mind. He's got rewind and a blink in by Adapting to try to stop, but the stun misses. Dardes just gonna fight for the rest of his life there, and Shentoo puts him down for the first kill for the Leviathans.
Yeah, Vote said, this is what happens when I'm in the duo lane, Zap. You better watch out. Tower goes down.
That kill earlier definitely helped him out, trying to keep pace. Lasbra goes back in against Zapman. Zapman's got no ultimates, got no beads, and that is a kill for Vote, though hand gifted to him by the damage output of Lasbra.
Unfortunate. Lasbra missed out on the Shadow Drinker passive. Wanted that kill. Not gonna be able to. He's gonna make the pull here. Shentoo has the damage, but Zapman's not here. He's currently doing some mid camp, so it's gonna be a little late to the party. But Mike is the target, and he is gone. Shentoo deletes him with the help of the ultimate from Adapting. That should be a relatively free pull on the Pyromancer because Lasbra is also not here. He's far
that he was running there, but then you get Shentoo on this Baba Yaga, is able to put out insane damage last game. Kill on a final K be a great pull back in for the Jade Dragons. They'll do just that. Dardes credit for that one, but all set up by Nika and Lasbra to shred him away.
Yep, Dardes realized pretty much immediately there was missing some magic defense in that build, and now Zapman is going to try and ult out, but a good ult from PBM locks him in place. How much damage do you have? Not enough. Cavalry charge. Or I guess mounted archery. 2 different horses would be able to get him out, but now it's Leviathan surging forward.
To slow down onto Vote. He's low, but man, Riptide is so hard to chase into as a Leviathan at this point through. Does find the slow into Mike, but Lasbra, keep your eyes on him. He's looping back around. Vote's got no ultimate, but Lasbra does. The damage on a Zap, most of it immune out, but the rest of it rings true. It's a killing spree for Laz. And Shentoo and Wrong U to watch as their Wrong U will really crash down. It's over towards mid instead to try and find Dardes, but Dardes is returning the damage right back through. Gets the rewind.
The Jade Dragon's
gonna put him right
this.
back to full HP. Vote slamming away at the health bars. Nika finds a double push, and the boulder's not enough. Vote takes down Wrong U, and Dardes still slamming away.
Yep, Dardes with that ultimate, the rewind was sent back in and just decides to ult.
Nika does ult. Tier 1 tower down. Lasbra to the back line, the stun on top of 2. The slam is there by Dardes with a time rift, and Zapman falls down. Still 5 of the Jade Dragons around tier 2. Mike and Nika both low. They get sustained back up with the help of Mike, but okay, sitting on almost 2,200. Well, blink past fine, okay. Dardes gets stunned as soon as he goes back, and now Dardes forced to rewind. Gonna go right back in place, though. Picked up by Fino.
He's got no beads.
Dardes misses the stun, gets the time rift, and Nika's there to bail him out. Now Lazarus here as well. Wrong you in the sky will crash in with 2.
They're going for the end.
Dardes could just go for this, but
Titan.
Meanwhile, it's a base race for Mike and Vote, the dual lane of the Dragons. Can they get this one down? Adapting takes out Lasbra, and now can go back to base.
Is anyone backing?
But Rivers Rebuke is there. Adapting, does he have the damage to get back? Can he stop this one?
Vote
But Mike
ends it.
dies. But Vote's able to take this one, the dual lane of the Dragons, back